You will just get it sorted. Right. Goodbye.
Chair. Very decent of you to step up like that for Dean.
It was business, that's all. I think he's making a mistake.
Well, he likes to be his own man. I think he gets that from me.
He gave me the talk. No ties, no obligations.
Yeah, well, that's my fault. I fed them on too many John Wayne movies when they were kids. I think it turns them into loners.
You can go too far with that stuff. A good girlfriend to settle him down.
Believe me, they've tried.
Is anyone trying now? I think I've seen him with Tommy Dillon's young one.
Dearbhla? Yeah, they're just good friends.
He's probably a bit young for him, I suppose.
Who's to know, huh?
Oh, you're looking miserable, as usual.
Don't start, I'm not in the mood.
Oh, yeah. I heard Dean turned you down. He's a wise man.
He knows his own mind. I have to respect that.
Knows a few things about you, too.
What are you talking about?
Oh, come on, Jer. You didn't really think he was going to take a loan from you.
Easy now. Not in front of the civilians.
You think Leo doesn't know what you are?
Have you been opening your mouth?
You're a loan shark. It's not the kind of business that you can keep a secret.
What did you tell Dean?
Anything I have to say about you, I'll say straight to your face.
You should know what happens to a grass. That was a good business you lost me.
Threaten me. I dare you. I'd love an excuse to batter you down Cook Street.
Did you see that pub? And Glasnevin was shut down last year. Rodent infestation. I heard someone got a tube and stuck 4 rats in through the letterbox. I wonder what kind of message that was.
You are threatening me.
Just one publican to another. We're both in a very vulnerable business.
You go to war with me, and you say goodbye to your teeth.
Hey, enough. Carol didn't tell him. I did.
You did what?
Dean's my son. I have to look out for him.
You just drove his business off a cliff. Who is he going to go to now?
I don't know. But at least he can sleep at night.
Stupid.
You give Dean any more trouble, you'll have more than Leo on your case.
No one is going to give him any trouble. I expected more from him, that's all. He could have been honest with me. I guess your John Wayne movies didn't work as well as you thought.
You're up early.
It's 10:30.
I know it is.
Don't tell me you woke you.
I was already awake with Olivia. He was in good form.
Yeah, it was a good night. You know, you should get a babysitter and come out with us sometime. If you're going to be up till 4 in the morning, you might as well get some fun out of it.
Thanks, but I wouldn't like to be the gooseberry.
Oh, you think me and Zach are...
Anxious?
What does it mean, really? Being together? Things are a lot more fluid than they were in your day.
You're right. I'll mind my own business. I'll go sit with the other grannies.
I do like him. There's a good way about him. So you can talk people into things.
He wouldn't be Tommy Dillon's son if he didn't have that.
Here, give him this. He could probably use the sugar rush. And tell him I said stop wasting the day in bed.
Can I talk to you?
I'm entitled to a break.
While you're on your break, let me tell you what's going to happen about Erica's complaint.
Well, that's not up to you. See, the LNBI have a process which could take months, and they're not really going to care what you think. That is what your pal Erica has done to us.
Nothing for me, thanks.
We only thought this was a Sunday, Huey. Apparently it's a work day now. I'll leave you to it.
Thanks. As you know, I've decided to bring in an external HR representative. Her name is Lisa, and she's highly recommended.
Yeah, I'm not interested.
I gave her a call this morning. She's already talked to us first and explained the routine. She'll talk to you separately later.
I said no. I will give evidence at the inquiry, whenever that is, and that is my final answer.
Well, I'm trying to find out if I have grounds to fire you. Are you going to cooperate or not?
No.
Then you can collect your things tomorrow and take the next 2 weeks' pay in lieu of notice. I shouldn't have much problem finding a replacement.
You can't do that.
You can have the rest of the day to make your decision. If I don't hear from you, the check will be at reception in the morning. No. You got your break after all.
Ah, the dead of rose and appeared to many.
Can I get one day without you giving me grief?
Well, I missed him. Here, do you want some muesli?
I'd rather starve.
Well, your loss. Anyway, I'm going up to the park to plant some cornflowers later. If you want to come along.
You let me wake up first. Thanks.
He's a bit hard on you the other day.
Is that an apology?
You want me to talk to her and see if you can get paid for your half a shift, but she's within her rights not to.
So, what's the going rate for planting cauliflowers these days?
Cornflowers. I have a lot of seed left over from a job in Arbor Hill, so I'm going to plant them up in the park so everybody can enjoy them. No money involved, I'm afraid.
And that's how a man becomes homeless.
Guess who I saw?
Willy Wonka.
Smart. Vinny. She sends her love.
Oh, she didn't say that.
She gave you a bar of chocolate out of her own supply. I'd say the jury is in and the verdict is love.
Crow.
When did this all happen?
And then what happened?
Oh, you and Vinny.
Me and Vinny what?
What you were just talking about? Is she your girlfriend or what?
You know, what even is a girlfriend these days, Tommy? Things are a lot more fluid than they were back in your day.
9 and 7, 16.
Then you drop the 1, so you have 6.
So I stand.
Yeah, exactly. The banker has 2.
Uh-huh.
You're not going to believe this.
Shouldn't you be at work?
Yes, I should.
Hugh's teaching me baccarat, like James Bond.
Dolores says that she's going to fire me if I don't talk to HR about bloody Erica Allen. Well, why wouldn't you talk to HR? Well, because she's trying to find grounds to fire me. This is about Damien. She'd never got the cops involved.
It's too late now. What are you going to do?
I don't know. Call her bluff.
What if she's not bluffing?
Well, then I'm screwed, haven't I?
Look, it's a meeting. One conversation. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm about to find out.
I lend money to people who need it. It's called capitalism. Do you think I go around biting the heads off babies?
Only if they can't pay.
This is not a joke to me. I made you a genuine offer.
And I appreciate it. But I gave you my answer.
I'm a free man of the frontiers. No red tape can tie me down.
Slag me all you like. I told you the truth.
You didn't tell me you knew.
It's none of my business how you make a living.
I'm not sure I believe that. Everyone else acts like I'm stamping on kittens. I thought you had more of an edge to you.
I've had friends thrown out in the street because their landlord needed a second BMW. Do you think moneylenders are going to be the first against the wall?
Don't tell me it doesn't bother you.
We've all done things to keep us up at night. You're not alone in that.
Not in that.
Thanks for the Twix. In return, you get a cup of the cheapest and most disgusting coffee in Carrigstown. No one's gonna say I don't pay my debts.
So, what's the plan for today?
Oh, avoiding the old fella till he's finished his chores. Keeps trying to rope me into the gardening stuff.
Gardening's fun.
Rooting around in the muck, making small talk about horse turds. Yeah. I'll give you his number if that's what you're into.
I'm heading into town later. If you want to come.
I keep scabbing off you. Why don't we just head home and watch a few movies?
There's a few things I want to get. You know, speaking of paying debts,
Yeah?
do you have any idea when I can get that money you owe me? Today would be ideal, but I definitely need it by Wednesday. You look like this is news to you. You didn't think I was pulling those pills out of the air, did you? They cost money.
Of course, obviously. I just don't have it on me.
You're making me feel guilty now. If you don't have it handy, take a week. I can arrange something else.
No. I should have paid you back ages ago. How much are we talking?
260.
You're kidding me.
90 cash and 170 for the pills.
Ah, forgot about the cash.
Yeah, you bought 2 rounds with it, remember? Little drummer girl was very impressed.
So impressed you went out for a smoke and disappeared.
Yeah. Music students, they're off flakes.
260 blips, though. How many did I take?
Your culture friends, we're necking them like Smarties. You want to be careful with that crowd. I thought they were a bit usy.
Ah, they're grand. They'll get me again.
So, when are we talking?
Well, I'll give you a show first thing tomorrow.
Great. So, what movies are you going to watch?
Thank you.
See, the best Bond is easy. Connery, Craig, Lazenby, Dalton, Moore, Brosnan.
That is impressive. That's exactly the wrong order.
Well, it's not an opinion. That's a fact. I mean, Brosnan is smooth, but he's not tough enough to play Bond.
You need to watch Taffin.
What goes on in this town is none of your business.
As long as I'm living here, it is.
Then maybe you shouldn't be living here. Bosco.
She won't want to hear from me. Let Will talk to her.
Do you think Will will do himself any favours? Man makes an enemy every time he opens his mouth.
True. Tact isn't his strong suit.
Which brings us to you. Nature's diplomat.
We both do it. Good cop, bad cop.
She laughs out of the pub.
Lads?
Don't look now. Dolores is here.
Uh-huh. I take it that little sex bomb is Lisa from HR. How do I look?
It's not a date.
Well, not with that attitude.
Is he all there? The man changes his mood every time I see him.
He's just a bit tightly wound.
I got her a book. Well, I hope it's a normal one this time because the last one had a rabbit eating its own poo.
Kids like that stuff.
Oh, she loved it. It was me had to read it to her. Aw, I'll give it to her later. She's in the park with Tommy planting flowers.
You don't want to make her Rhoda. The whole Dylan family's queuing up to babysit.
I love it. You know, the house was always full when I grew up. I really wanted that for Olivia.
Yeah. Do you want to grab some food, so use your freedom while you have it?
Yeah, I'm actually craving a bit of junk.
Suits me.
Here's our favourite now. Zach has actually been a really big help.
I'll believe that when I see it.
Don't always clock off early.
You keep that for me.
Trying to apologise.
Forget about it. It's done now.
Doesn't have to be.
No.
Come on, Dearbhla, give me another shot and I'll throw in some free overtime.
I don't need anyone at the moment.
And if you do?
If I do, you'll be second in the queue. First place is everybody else.
Ah, come on, give him a chance.
Maybe he's on good behaviour with you, but I know him. He's had enough chances.
Then pay me the money you owe me. You made your point.
You didn't do the work.
It's not for me.
Oh, sure.
It's true, I owe the lads a bit of cash and he needs it back quicker than he thought.
I said no. See you in the pig around past?
Yeah. Look, I'm sure your friend will understand.
Makes me look like a user. She knows that. She doesn't care.
Listen, I need a word. I think I might have messed up.
What have you done now?
I told you you knew about the money lending. She wasn't too happy. Might be best to avoid her for a while, huh?
You think she can take me, yeah?
Listen, I'm serious. It's a scary world that she's moving in. I remember the Sylvester Garrigans, Billy Means. Listen, Richie Lennon cut off this guy's ear once, made him wear it around his neck. And then he used to sing into it. What?
Well, count them.
What do you mean?
Jer was here. We talked it out. I think we understood each other.
Well, what did you say to her?
Just that. I don't care how she makes her money so long as she keeps it out of my face, or words to that effect.
Great.
Yeah. It wasn't a row. There'd be no blowback.
Are you sure? She's got some temper.
Nobody's coming for me, Dad. At this stage, I think I'd pass him the hammer if they did.
What? What happened?
Oh, I didn't tell you, did I? I heard from 2 more banks on Friday.
No go?
Couldn't even get a meeting. Starting to look like this is it for me. 3 walls, 4 wheels, and no pension. What I'm saying is, Ger Lynch is the least of my worries.
Yeah, well, don't make any enemies that you don't have to. That's what I'm saying. And what have you got to lose by keeping her sweet, huh?
I've been thinking about Zach.
I knew it. I knew this was coming.
You've made your point. You're trying to teach him to be responsible, but I think he's learned that.
It's not my job to teach him. I'm tired of men being boys. Let him grow up.
It's not even for himself. It's for a friend of his.
I know his friends. A lot of rugged boys drinking vitamin H and trying to score the barmaid.
Fine. Don't take him on, but pay him for the work he's done.
I'm done talking about Zach now for at least a week. Is that okay with you?
Ladies.
I hear you stayed for the full meeting. I thought you might escape as soon as I left.
No. Stayed for the full meeting and a second coffee after. She's a fascinating woman.
Really?
Oh, yeah. She's loads going on. Did you know that she taught herself Italian just so she could understand opera? I asked her to make me a playlist if you're interested.
Yeah, grand, thanks.
Anyway, I'm sorry about the awkwardness earlier. Look, I appreciate that you're trying to take care of this all in the cleanest way possible. And I'm just glad that I got a chance to put my side.
Great. He obviously charmed the pants off her.
You mean you believe that?
Did you not?
If that man told me it was raining, I would sell my umbrella. He's a spoofer, and he always has been.
But maybe Lisa doesn't know that.
She rang me after the meeting. Quote, where did you dig him up? Unquote.
Hey!
Hey,
I spoke to Dearbhla. She's not going to budge.
I didn't think she really would. You know, she got deported from Canada. This whole prissy thing, it's a big act.
I don't think she's being prissy. She's making a point.
And she's making it in a way that saves her some cash.
How much do you need?
It's a lot.
100. Right, I can lend you 200, but I do need it back.
Oh, you're amazing. Hey, this gets you 6 months of babysitting.
I need this money, Zach. I can't keep living off the credit union.
Yeah, you'll have it in a week, I promise.
I better.
Lovely. First you turned down my investment. Now you want to put my bar out of business?
I'm not going to drink it. I figured I owed you a gift, taking your Prosecco on false pretenses. Oh, sorry. Jer, can we get serious for a minute?
I'm listening.
We're okay, are we? Like, you're not going to kick my head in and I'm not going to spike your noodles.
I think I hear Leo talking.
He's worried about me.
It was a business proposal. You turned it down. I hardly cried at all.
I thought that I just had to get my dad off my case.
I'll talk to him. So, where did you learn to cook?
The Navy. I went in just to pick up a trade and just to learn the basics. Then get out before there was another Falklands. Bloke I served with lost an eye at Goose Green.
Hang on. It was the British Navy. Did you swear an oath of allegiance to the Queen of England?
Have my fingers crossed.
The British Navy? Well, my granddad was old IRA. He wouldn't have let you in the house.
Ah, James Connolly did 7 years in the Royal Scots.
James Connolly deserted.
Well,
I don't suppose you kept the uniform.
do you know you're about the fourth woman to ever ask me that? Kind of wish I had now. So you're going to get a couple of glasses, or are we just going to swig it out of the bottle?
Maybe we should take it inside.
No, don't like the crowds. This is nicer.
I know somewhere there won't be a crowd. How does that sound to you?
Yeah. That sounds good.
Take a few minutes. Then follow me up. You know what people are like.
You gonna tell Dad? Put alone.
Why would I?
Probably tell you not to give it to me.
Anywhere back for the HR woman?
Not yet.
Aye. Be a relief to put it all behind us.
This is Jerry Lynch. She's going to spew you out in the gutter like everybody else she uses.
Because you know her so well.
I know her well enough, Dean, yeah?
You can give me the cash if you want. Or you can keep it. Do me a little favour instead.
A favour?
A job.